You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host, and my guest today. You are really going to enjoy her. Her name is Nadine Connor, and she organized the first Las Vegas group of an organization called Charms. We're going to find out all about Charms, and we're going to find out all about Nadine Connor. Nadine, welcome to the show.
Thank you ever so much again for having me. It's an honor and it's a privilege. And I'm delighted to be able to take the time to tell about Charms. And like you said, yes, I did organize the first chapter here in Las Vegas. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is the founding chapter of Charms. They started out in 1962, a social group at that time, met at each other's homes. And when we first started in Charms, we were actually called the Midnighters. And it's kind of funny they chose that name, but it was because they said by the time they got all the children in bed and the husbands accommodated and had their meals done and everything, and they finally got to each other's home, it was almost midnight before they could sit down and relax and socialize. So they started calling themselves the Midnighters. And they kind of, and I think there was, I'm pretty sure there was a singing group called Midnighters. So they were like, yes, okay, we need another name. So in conversation.
Now, is this group all women?
No. What we do is our men help us. They're not members, but they help us. So the men in our group are called charmers. Our children are called gems. So we're very family oriented as far as, and it's really nice because we have 22 chapters. And what happens is when you attend either conclave or board meeting, it becomes a vacation. So the families participate, and when we have conclave, we are actually supposed to provide activities for the charmers and also for the gems for our children. We have started to include the term significant others also because a lot of people do have significant others, regardless of their gender. So Charms have always been very inclusive. So we want to make sure that we're not excluding anyone from our organization.
Okay, are you all still a social group, or what is your purpose now?
No, we've become civic. And when we became civic was years ago. And I don't know if you ever heard of a gentleman named Maurice Stokes.
That sounds familiar.
Right. He was a basketball player that went to, St. Francis College in outside of Pittsburgh. And they said, had he lived, because he passed away in his 50s, had he lived, he would have been another Shaq or another Jordan or something like that. He had a devastating accident playing basketball, fell, hit his head, and became quadriplegic, totally incapacitated. Wow. They started a fund to pay for his medical expenses because this was his last year. You know, he actually played in the NBA. And it was in a 57 or something like that season. And at that time, and I'll tell you another name that we had, but our group, I'll say our group right now, began fundraising and donated to him. And then we said, let's take out a membership for the NAACP. And then there was another family in the community and they got burned out. They had a terrible fire. And we started donating to them. So then we decided we can do both. We can have fun, we can have parties and dances, and we can also contribute to our community. We started giving scholarships, and the Las Vegas chapter is very, very active. As a matter of fact, I kind of looked up a sheet of some of the things that we had contributed to.
Yes.
And there we have a long list. Now, what happens on the national level when we have conclave, which is every other year, we have a fund that all Charms pay into, and it's called a conclave tax. That conclave tax is put together, and whatever city that conclave is in, they choose a charity. So when we were installed as a chapter here in Las Vegas, when we were installed, we picked a charity and we picked the AIDS Foundation. And then whatever money has been collected in that conclave fund, they give that money biannually to that organization. So that city, wherever that city is, they pick whoever they want to give that money to, and they give it. The money right now is approximately about $15,000 a year, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but we are a small organization. We're probably about 400 strong. So we do give that. Plus, each chapter has to have a local project. And on that local project, then you have different fundraisings and things that you give to them. We are currently.
So let me make sure I understand. So we're talking 400 nationally?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
and how many people are members here in Las Vegas?
We have 13 members right now in our chapter, and we're looking for new members. So if you know any people that would be interested in becoming a charm, please send them our way.
Well, that sounds great.
Go up to.
That sounds great. Listen, give us your contact information. I'm sure that somebody listening to our show would love to join your organization.
Okay, we can be contacted several ways. We have a national website. It's called National Charms Incorporated. You can contact us locally at on our Facebook page, Las Vegas Chapter of Charms Incorporated. You can also contact us Las Vegas NV Charms .com is our local contact number. So there are numerous ways. And there's another page on Facebook. It's called Silver Charms and Feathers. And that has significance. If you have time, I'll tell you about Silver Charms and Feathers. But
so tell me how do you raise money?
We have, recently in April, we had what we called a spring fling, and it was a card party. And we had it at one of the community centers. We charged for people to come to the card party. We fed them, and then we had different games, and we gave out prizes for those games. And then we, just like any other organization, you figure how much you have to spend to make an event successful. And then you decide how much profit that you can make from that. And whatever, plus we pay annual dues, local dues. We pay, for someone that wants to join, they would pay their joining fee locally, their joining fee national, their local dues, and then they would pay national dues. That's a one-time charge as far as that's concerned, total. Then the next year, say when they're in the next year, so they've already paid their joining fee on both the local and national level. Then the next year, all they pay is their annual dues, their conclave tax, their board tax, and their national dues. So the joining fees are, you pay only one time once you've joined. And if something happens, sometimes people have to take a leave of absence or they quit. They say, I'm tired of charms. We actually, we say, you know what, once the charm, always the charm. So if you want to come back to charms, we have a reinstatement fee and we welcome them back with open arms. And we have done that. We have done that.
So tell me about some of the organizations that you all have contributed to locally.
Okay. My memory's not that great, so I found a little list.
Okay.
We have, and most of these are ongoing. So at any particular time, we donate to them. Okay, so Safe Nest is ongoing. We donate to them all the time. Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth, we donate to the AKAs on a regular basis. Beta Pi Sigma sorority, we also donate to them. There's a dance troupe here, and it's directed by Avery Walker. And we contributed to them. They competed in Utah, and we gave them money to travel to Utah, and they won. They did.
Oh,
they did
wonderful, wonderful.
And they won. We have there's a project called Fill the Bus, and that is for students in the summertime that are out of school that are food challenged, and go over, we take them food, because some of these kids, after school or while those mothers are work, they have no food. They've
Yes.
gotten food at school, but they don't have any when school's not in session. So we help with fill the bus, shade tree. We do Christmas and Thanksgiving baskets. We did something that we thought was unique, and we're going to make that annually too. We did Valentine's for the homeless people. Here in Las Vegas, there's an area called Four Master Street. And we went to Four Master Street, and people take water and things down there. We took peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We took Valentine's candy. We took balloons. We took anything related to Valentine's. We gave them Valentine cards, and they loved it. Some of the guys actually cried because they said no one ever thought about them for Valentine's Day. They say people come at Christmas, they come at Thanksgiving, they always get something. Then the gentlemen were so polite, and so we're going to make that an annual event. It was good for them, and it was good for us. It truly was. We do personal care and paper products distributions annually. And there's another group here called Sister Strong. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they mentor young girls. So yes, we partner with Sister Strongs on a regular basis. We support Sister Strong. We get pajamas and blankets. We've done that distribution. Sisters Network, we partner with them. Women's Resource Center, we partner with them. And there's another project that we like called Dress for Success. And they have started now to incorporate the young men. Some of these girls that get ready to go for a job don't have anything to wear to a job. They don't have a purse to put their ID in or anything like that, or shoes to wear, yes, or they don't know what to wear. So they not only provide clothing for these young ladies, but they also mentor them and show them, how to do an interview and how to work. So we partner with them on a regular basis. And also the Black Nurses Association. Those are some of them. But sometimes a member will be at a meeting and they'll say, somebody in our church, a family, had a catastrophe. We vote and we say we can do that. The good thing with us being a 501c7, we have the ability to do that. In other words, all of our monies does not have to go to, I don't know about you, but you disappeared from my screen.
No, I'm still here. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. My screen went away, but I'll continue talking. With a 501c3, all of our monies would have to go to charities, but with this, we actually don't have to. We can, pick and choose.
Yes.
Who we donate to. Okay.
So right, you all do a lot. Tell me just a little bit about your card party. What kind of cards do you all play?
Now, what do you think? Someone named this game. I don't know, but someone named this game, and they said it was called Negro Bridge. So I think Negro Bridge is Bid Whiz.
Okay, all right. Hey, Bid Whiz. That is our national game.
Yeah, that is our national game. So we did Bid Whiz, we did some dominoes, we did some spades. We did a game called Trivia Time. They had to ask questions and they had to answer the questions. And one of the questions I asked them, I said, what famous person was born on December the 28th? And they were trying to figure out, and then someone got it right. They said Denzel Washington. And then I said, well, what other famous person was born on December the 28th? And they were like, I don't know. I said, Nadine Connor. Very funny. But it was a lot of food, a lot of fun, and we gave trophies. We gave out trophies for.
Well, listen, that sounds like a very fun event. Next time you have a Bid Whiz party, invite me and be sure to save that winner's trophy for me, because I do give lessons.
So that's your game.
Just want to make sure you understand. I do give lessons, and because you've been on the show, I'll give you some free lessons. Okay.
Oh, bless you, because I certainly can use them. I won once at a card party and everybody started laughing.
Listen, thank you so much for joining the show. Please tell us again how people can get in touch with you.
Okay, it's Las Vegas Charms. Hold on one second, I'll read it to you. www.charmsincorporated.com or Las Vegas. Let me find it. Okay. Las Vegas Charms NV.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, all about Charms, Las Vegas. If you'd like to join that group, please reach out, give them a touch. If you'd like to join some of their parties, let them know, because it sounds like they have a lot of fun. Nadine, one more time, what would you like to leave our listening audience with?
I would like to leave them with the information that Las Vegas Chapter of Charms is hosting our annual Brunch for My Lady. It will be September 16th at the Santa Fe Casino. We have all male models this year, as we did last year. You can contact any Charms member for that information, and it's a fun time. It starts at 11 a.m. And again, it's Brunch for My Lady. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have music. Johan, who is with the original Drifters, is going to be our DJ and also our entertainment. And again, like I said, all male models. It's at the Santa Fe Casino, September the 11th, no, 16th, sorry. And it starts at 11 a.m. And you can contact any Charm member for membership. And if Mr. Tiller would like to be a model, we certainly would love to have you join us.
I could probably handle that. All right. So we'll talk about that. I know Johan, and Johan is quite an entertainer. So come on out if you like entertainment. He is a great entertainer. People will have a lot of fun with that. I am absolutely sure. You've heard it here, Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. And that's Keeping It 100.
Thank you so much.